Hello, beautiful ones. Welcome to another Tirza's Tarot Tuesday. My name is Tirza Schaefer, and I'm the Smiling Goddess, also an author of romance books, for which I've got a different channel. And the reason I am now announcing this again, I don't always, is because I'm running a challenge on Instagram with my very good friend, an amazing, just wow, book blogger, Magic Book Corner, Laura. She's an amazing blogger, and she reads so many books and she writes great reviews. They're always very much to the point. She can give the arguments very well. She's highly skilled with language and all that. So she really knows what she's talking about, and that's why I love to read her reviews, even of other people's books that I know I would never read because it's just not up my alley. Liking different genres or whatever. But you always learn. So. See what she pays attention to and things like that, because sometimes you make similar mistakes or the same, and then you go like, oh yeah, I have to watch out for that one. So luckily I've got a brilliant editor as well, Dana, danasedits.com, if you're interested. And she's bloody brilliant. She catches all that stuff that goes through my um, through my fingers there, and obviously, you need to have somebody else, professional, look over your manuscripts to polish them up and make them brilliant. Because even if you leave it for a while and you look at it again through the eyes of a stranger reading the book, as if it were somebody else's book. Obviously, I don't have that level of skill. She's a qualified, studied English professor, and you can read that all if you're interested. You can read that all on her website anyway. The Magic Book Corner also has got a website, themagicbookcorner.com. On Instagram is just Magic Book Corner. So, but again, I'll link all that up for you. And so we're doing a collaboration, which is a challenge with books and tarot cards. I'm not going to, reveal more. You have to follow us. It's going to go over, every tarot card's going to be like a theme for a couple of weeks, and, then it's the next one. It's about the major arcana, which are 22 cards. The other ones, the minor arcana, is only 56 cards, but we won't use those ones. So we've got nearly a year to to go through that challenge, and it's going to be very interesting for all this as well, because you can recommend books as well. Yay! So have a look out, follow us. Obviously, if you want to follow Laura, if you don't, if you want her to read your book, that's only polite, isn't it? It shouldn't have to say that, but it happened that people actually ask her to review her books without even following or having the courtesy to engage or anything like that. So that is like a no-go. That is so rude. You don't want to do that. Anyway, if you want something from somebody, then be nice. Anyway, so we're doing that challenge all together. So our 3 accounts are tagged. My spiritual one to the Smiling Goddess for the tarot, the Tirza Schaefer one, which is the romance author one for for the books, and obviously Magic Book Corner. Most of the posts are going to come from her. I've put some stuff in, but it's like she's got the bulk of the work and the posting. I'll be doing some posting as well from my Tirza the Smiling Goddess one, but that's just like one for each book. But we're going to be collabing on that, so the post will show up on all 3 accounts in any case. Just saying, she's got the brunt of the work, Laura has, and So she deserves the praise. It was her idea, and yeah, and I was also happy to, to follow that and, and do that with her. It's really, really exciting. I love it. So anyway, we're gonna start this week's reading, which is first the goddess of the week, and that's Arianto, goddess of stars. She's a Welsh Celtic goddess, and she is, yeah, goddess of stars. She's got a she's very independent. She is enough in her own, and she had two children. One was like kind of a blob, it was described. So I'm sorry, I mean, don't get mad at me about not being politically correct. I'm just telling you what's in that mythology, okay? So there was a lot of stuff going on with that, and the other one apparently was a handsome man. But anyway, so there's a lot about this. If you want to go into astrology and things like that, you might want to ask her for support as well. If you want to work like with the morning star thing, different things. So read up on my website about her. It's TIRZASchaefer.com/goddesses. There you find all the goddesses. You can read up on Aryan Toad or any other one that you are interested in. Have a look, have a browse, and enjoy. And we're going to have a look what it says about, what the tarot says. Also coming to mind is I'm not an astrologer, but there's a lot of things going on in the heavens, so you might want to check with somebody who's knowledgeable about that and post about that, what's going on this week, because I think that might be an indication here with the goddess, to have a look at that one. So yeah, so we've got two fallen out, which is Page of Wands and the Five of Cups, and then we have afterwards the Nine of Cups. So that's interesting. So the Page of Wands, the pages are like one of the core cards, very useful energy. Doesn't have to be a real age, it could be a child, but it can be somebody who's got a childlike energy, like a very young, enthusiastic kind of energy, and the ones also, would play into that enthusiasm. So if there's something new on the horizon for you, and you're happy and excited about something, just go for it. Don't overthink it. Have some fun. The fives in the minor arcana, they are always stagnant energy. There's something blocked. So that might feel a bit depressed, sad, grieving, or something like things don't really go so well. So you might find yourself feeling a bit kind of lost and maybe a bit in victim mentality, but you definitely get over it, because the Nine of Cups suggests that you're really happy, right? So that is nearly that's one before total completion. So that means you are really happy, you're there, and things are going right and whatever. So whatever the five in the middle is, the Five of Cups, that's a temporary setback. But once you overcome that, like you've got all the resources here. Look at how many cups you've got piled up here on this podium behind him, and that he's sitting there and being really pleased with himself. So you've got all the resources to hash that out, work it through, and come out on top and be really happy. Could even be a misunderstanding or something, or just feeling off from, I don't know, the stars. That might be something. So it might be a bit of a seesaw this week, up and down, but the down is like just a little slump, and then it goes really up again. So that youthful enthusiasm that you start things with can carry you through that, and override that little slump that we have in the middle of it, and then go towards the end. I would say that will be probably already weekend, like Saturday onwards. It feels good. So latest. So that's something there that's going to be really happy and satisfactory. So yeah, it looks great. And just a little bit, the challenge that I've just talked about in the beginning starts on Thursday. There's going to be the first proper post about it. And so if you want to follow that, there's going to be lots of great book recommendations as well. Authors can also suggest their books, and so lots of things coming up. And we are so excited about that. Yay! Talk about, childlike enthusiasm. Like, oh yeah, it's all joy, it's all yoo-hoo, done most of the work for it already, so I'm good. I've got a couple of things more to do, but it's all within reason. So yeah, looking great, and I'll see you next week. Bye.